So, does the fire feel like a part of you? Or I don't know, like something else inside you?
No, it has to be me.
Has to? What if it's not?
How?
Sometimes the stone magic feels like something else in me. It's me, but it's not me. You know?
You have to feel the magic as part of you. You can't control it till you admit it's yours.
Good talk it through. Ooh, magic talk.
Comparing
That's fun.
magic?
It's nice to have someone else who understands.
That what it's like for you as a mage?
I think it's different.
Magic is like steering something powerful outside yourself. It can be dangerous, though it stopped being frightening once I learned control.
You make it sound so easy.
You know how many times I set my bed on fire? My mother had to get special sheets. You'll get there.
Thanks, Tosh. That really helps. Good.
You deserve to be happy.
Are they?
She smells really good.
How are you doing over there?
What? Shut up. Nothing.
Oh, well, I'm convinced.
I want to get her something. What do
Oh
you
my
think she likes?
god. Archery gear, of course.
You should get her something that shows that you appreciate her skills. Something archery related?
Like a bow?
No, not like a bow. She has a bow. Like, I don't know, a fancy bowstring, or a really nice leather cuff for her arm.
That's not a gift. That's gear.
No, look, it shows her you see who she is and you appreciate her.
I'm blaming you if it doesn't work.
Oh, it'll work.
That's the spirit.
Oh, it'll work. It'll work. It'll work. It'll work. It'll work. Oh my god, they're so cute. They're so cute. Oh, they're so cute. But like, I'll get Tosh another time.
Hey, Rook. I was planning to take us on to the woods in Arlington soon. Want to keep us company?
Sounds good to me.
Love to.
Hassan will be glad to hear it. Needs to stretch his wings.
I'd love to be keeping company in multiple different ways, but I'm committed to Lucanis whenever he allows me to be committed to him.
She felt it all over. Her attraction to the hero, a powerful but properly contained tingle, nearly exquisite. Properly contained. No, sounds bad. Okay, cut the middle line, much more natural.
What are you working on?
Oh! Rook! I didn't see
Is she
you.
writing smut? Is she a smut writer?
What did you hear?
Something scandalous.
Enough to get a powerful but properly contained tingle.
That isn't, I mean, I'm not, Oh, you're joking, right?
Most of the time, yeah.
Nev found me more cereals. I've read them, all of them, multiple times. And I thought maybe I could try it, writing my own, I mean. Not like Varric Tethrus, but my own sort of thing.
Why are you full naming him? He's in the lighthouse. Unless he's not, unless it's his ghost in the lighthouse. And that's why.
For me,
Man.
and people like me. Something to focus on besides Syrian and all of that. And you know, you're also interesting. It helps for inspiration.
Interesting is certainly a word.
So
we
she's
could
writing about us?
But it works. You're fighting ancient gods and everything. And you know the rest. It's impressive. What you've done, I mean, brought everyone together. You're a good person. Really.
Aw.
being around good people helps. That's the thing about a team. Everyone brings everyone else up.
That's what they taught me. The veil jumpers, I mean. A team's only as good as its weakest link, so you make them stronger. Like you do, with all of us. So, keep being that kind of person. One everyone can look up to.
On it.
Anyways, thanks, Rook. I'll talk to you later. Gotta finish this scene.
I'm curious, like, who is tingling in this situation? Like, are we talking about... Slam, ham, and jam. Slam and ham and jam? Apple cheesy butter noodles. Noodles. Fresh diced apples. Layer apples on top of noodles in a bowl. Then cheese. Bake in an oven until cheese melts. I don't think I can get behind that. I'd rather slam my fucking head into the oven. Yeah, tell him. Let him know.
Look at that. Funny to think elves lived here once. Actual cities. Right in the fade.
Oh, this is really sad. This place used to be full of spirits who flocked to Solas's cause, and when his ritual went wrong, when everything went wrong, he vanished, and the spirits stopped coming. Oh, yeah, again. Where are you, my friend? You stopped the Evanuris but broke the world. Please tell me you didn't leave me to fix this all alone. Okay, were they, like, together? Because that's kind of cute. Can I say something? I've never felt the urge to be stepped on, but I do think that I would like Lucanis to step on me.
What a terrible form of immortality has fallen upon Essaya.
Gloomhour, Isaiah, should have died ages ago. Warden or not.
Why does the Blight kill most people it touches, yet infuse a few with this dreadful vitality?
No idea. If I ever go bad like that, have Taash breathe on me. Go out in a blaze.
Love that. Love that. Okay, I'm ready. Find something.
Rook, you're here.
I'm here.
Is something wrong?
Why
The
not?
Agüente has sent word. They have information about Ilario.
Okay.
Whatever it is, they wish to speak away from Treviso, away from anyone who might be listening.
Okay.
They won't put more to paper. I need to meet with them as soon as possible.
Okay. We can do that. We can absolutely do that. We can do that. We can do that. We can do that. We can do that. Yes, we will be doing that. Yes, we will be doing that. Nev, shut up.
Honestly, with
I knew that you would find me soon enough. You need the power of a god, the strength that I alone still carry.
The blighted Evanuris will soon break free from their prison. I must make a stronger one that can contain them.
While the prison is important, it is not the only goal you seek.
Why should I not tear down the veil and bring back immortality to all the elven people? They deserve it.
The elven people of today do not deserve to see the world they love be torn apart to salve your conscience.
Yes.
I must fix what I have broken.
Oh my god.
I am sorry.
As am I, old friend.
Solas killed Mythal?
Yep.
After all that? Is this another memory from a different time?
Oh, it's from this time.
No. He wore that same outfit in the Inquisition. We knew Solas woke up in this world without most of his power. Now we know how he got it back.
By killing the only other god around and stealing her power.
All that epic magic and godly power. In the end, it comes down to love and murder. Same as always.
He loved and blamed her. He needs to be right. I don't know. I don't know.
Every big mistake Solas made is tied to Mythal. He sacrificed his life as a spirit to join her.
He sacrificed his morals when he created the dagger to stop the Titans.
When the other gods struck her down, he destroyed the Elven Empire to avenge her.
Then he wakes up in this world, where everything's gone but his mistakes. And there she is, alive.
And after all he's done, she sides against him again.
All these mistakes are his fault. And hers too. If she won't help him fix the world, of course he has to kill her.
So, how does everything we know help us now?
He's being honest about fighting the Blight. Whatever happens, he won't risk letting it back out into the world.
True.
Agreed. But he has a plan to escape that prison, and not one we'll like.
He turned on Mythal, the one person he was actually loyal to. There's no way he won't turn on us.
He's a spirit, or was once. He might be able to possess someone, affect minds, all the things spirits do.
He created the veil. His very nature is tied to it. That will be a source of strength, but also a potential weakness.
Mythal has him all messed up. Anything about her or Elgarnon is gonna make him angry. Sloppy.
Solas thinks he knows what's best for everyone. Anything he does, he'll do while telling himself he's the hero.
The bad news is that the god of lies and trickery is almost definitely preparing to betray us. The good news is that we've gone through his dirty laundry.
So, we know his motivations. You think we can set a trap of our own?
That's the hope.
You have witnessed the Protector's tale, Dweller, almost to its end.
Almost? How can there be more?
When the mighty fall, their echoes cross the ages. An audience is warranted. Speak with your visitor. She awaits you in the crossroads.
Ooh.
Well met, Rook.
How did you get here?
I did tell you I had my ways through Illuvians when I introduced you to the Inquisitor, did I not?
The Illuvians in general, yes, but not the Dreadwolf's crossroads.
I would think you have more pressing questions at the moment. Questions about Solas and Mythal?
Mythal?
The two gods have always been linked, have they not? First, when Mythal bade her companion spirit to abandon the Fade and take on mortal form. Then, when Solas spilled Mythal's mortal blood, that he might absorb her power as his own.
Wait, how do you know exactly what we saw of Solas's past?
Think upon it, Rook. You saw for yourself in the Dreadwolf's memories. When Mythal stood against the gods' manipulations of the Blight, she was betrayed and struck down. Yet she survived and returned ages later to aid the Inquisition in its hour of need. How?
The elven gods had access to magic beyond anything we can imagine.
To be sure, but it matters less what they possessed than what they were. You recall that the first elves were spirits, do you not? Mythal was a spirit turned elven. And when her body was struck down, to spirit she returned, her essence sheltered in a willing mortal vessel. Over the centuries, she journeyed from host to host, slowly amassing her former power anew. Until once again she was struck down, on this occasion by Solas. He absorbed her power, but not her memories.
Then where did they... Wait. You?
As you say.
My god. So is she even Morgan anymore? I knew you're... That's such a lame thing to say. And you're her?
So, you're the next host of Mythal?
Believe it or not, as you choose.
What? That was like how Elganon and Gillenane can talk in your head, but...
'Twas Mythal you heard, her echoes. Yet I am not the goddess returned.
What are you then?
I once feared Mythal would consume me were I to carry her, but 'twas not so. I remain free-willed and mortal. What I now possess is but a spark of Mythal, shadowed memories through which to sift for meaning. As to our admixture, I suspect you have questions.
Interesting. This is very interesting. I wonder how that happened. Like, how did Mythal's, like, from Flemeth's body, how did that get to Morgan? Or was it just, like, spiritually there? Or were they already spiritually tied?
Do you have information we can use against Gillenane or Elganon? Or Solas?
The last time Mythal faced Elganon and Gillenane, she was struck down by the very dagger you now carry.
What about Solas?
You may recall he murdered Mythal's former host to claim her godly might as his own. I hoard no untapped magical secrets, Rook. What I do possess, I share freely with you and the Veil Jumpers.
All right. You would have met Solas in the Inquisition, right?
I did indeed. 'Twas before I possessed Mythal's memories. At the time, I thought Solas a scowling elven apostate whose sole passion was finding arguments. He heard me, in all my ignorance, expound on the histories of the elven people, explaining legends he had witnessed himself.
Bet he loved that.
'Tis not a memory that brings me pride.
How can you
that's
carry
kind of
Mythal's
dumb.
soul if you're not an elf?
Her spark has sheltered within both elves and humans who were sympathetic to her in thought and circumstance. Mythal's last host was a woman wronged, trapped by those sworn to love her. We may readily imagine their kinship.
I guess someone as powerful as Mythal could bond with whoever she wanted.
Perhaps her death at the hands of the other elven gods forced her further from your people.
So, there's the soul of an elven god inside you. How does that even happen?
Mythal's last host was my mother, Flemeth.
Oh.
When I learned she intended me to become the next receptacle of an ancient god's soul, I feared naught would be left of my own. It inevitably came to pass on a deep night. I was awakened by the presence of a blaze of magic in the shape of a woman who both was and was not my mother.
I don't think I'd recover from that.
Neither did I, at the start. Mathal's memories were both gift and burden, this blazing woman told me, but I must accept them of my own accord. The decision was paralyzing. What would it mean to become such a host? What would be lost if I refused? In the end, 'twas something in my mother's voice which guided me.
What was that?
Regret. Not the regret of a god, but of a mother who knew she would never see me again. And so, my mind remains my own. What I gained was knowledge, both Mathal's and of those who bore her.
Wow. Wow. That's crazy.
You didn't come out here just to tell me you're Mathal.
I am not Mathal in her entirety, but yes, the Dreadwolf has occasion to visit you in dreams, where he portions out advice. And now, after finding his memories, you have peered into his deepest sorrows. Tell me then, what do you make of Solas?
What do you?
I should ask you. Mathal knew Solas better than anyone.
I would influence your answer. Or do you mean to discover if I would stand directly against the Dread Wolf, were there a need?
Would you?
I shall aid you in any way but that, even had I the power. What has passed between Solas and Mathal, I beg you, do not ask this of me again.
Every decision he made, Solas thought he could save people. Stop things from getting worse. Now his only way forward is a plan so terrible his last friends had to stop it.
An unfortunate belief that all paths are closed but those one has already taken.
There might have been a better choice.
'Tis not malice which made Solas your opponent, but conviction, a belief that only he may halt what he set in motion. Yet Solas was once beloved of Mathal. 'Tis his very loyalty and love for his people that led to the tragedy we now face. You may be in a position to
Like, what about the
determine how
Inquisitor?
it ends.
Curious.
More so than either of you might realize.
Maybe there's a way we all get what we want.
Do you truly believe such a thing?
Well, maybe at least what we deserve.
If you would shape the outcome of your battle, I've one last secret to share. When Mathal was struck down by the other gods, it was with her own lyrium dagger, the dagger you now carry. Solas recovered it from Elganon, and from it extracted a fragment of Mathal that had lain hidden within its depths. This fragment, a younger sister to the one I carry, if you will, resides here, in the crossroads. I can open the way for you. Find her, survive the encounter, and the essence you obtain will aid you in times to come.
Another fragment of Mathal? In addition to the one inside you?
You are aware of what the word fragment means, are you not? One small piece
You're
of
right.
many, formed when something greater is broken. The first elves were spirits, as you well know, and when a spirit is broken, it may shatter into pieces, each holding part of the original. Among the ancient elves who became known as gods, Dirthaman and his brother, Falondine, are but one example.
All of that sounded great until survived the encounter.
You know Solas, and have seen Elganon, and memories of Mathal. They are creatures of emotion, as all spirits are. The fragment of Mathal that resides in me lived among mortals for thousands of years. She has grown wiser and more patient. This younger sister has not. She is the essence of Mathal as a god. She is unlikely to listen to polite requests, and though she is but a fragment of the goddess, the battle will test you sorely.
If she's just going to attack us, why tell us about her at all? We have enough enemies already.
A fragment of a god's essence is a powerful thing. it may give you options against Elganon and Gillenane, or against the Dreadwolf himself, should he prove as cunning and treacherous as ever.
You would know this aspect of Mythal better than anyone. Could you try talking to her?
I dare say she would attack me on sight.
Spirits can't get along with fragments of each other.
Spirits, certainly. But the aspects of a self-righteous god who have walked different paths for ages? One bears the insult of her betrayal by the Evanuris, and then by Solas, as fresh wounds, insult upon injury. The other once fell in love with an Alamari chieftain and lived happily in a swamp for centuries. Each reminds the other that another path existed, that they could have been wrong, and nothing angers Mythal like being wrong.
What kind of spirit was Mythal before she became an elf? I know Solas is elven for pride.
Mythal enjoyed ruling and having power, but it came not from the overweening desire to crush
Ween.
resistance, as is the case with Elganon. The emotion that inspired her might best be described as benevolence, a guiding hand, inclined to kindness.
This is crazy.
But like any spirit, when angered or twisted against her purpose, a more violent aspect arose. Where the Dreadwolf's wisdom gave way to pride when the world did not meet his standards, Mythal's benevolence gave way to retribution. After all, when kindness fails, the guilty must be punished.
If I were to try to talk with her, do you have any suggestions?
She will demand respect, but detest flattery. She appreciates righteous anger, but will not tolerate pity. She is, for want of better phrasing, prickly. But if you are determined to try, then I wish you luck.
I'm gonna go for it.
Thank you for the information, Morrigan.
There is one more thing, if I may. Something whispered not by myself, but Mythal. The elves have learned many of the glories and horrors of ancient Elvenon. Yet your people live in this world now as the old elves never could. Know it as they could not. There is your strength. 'Tis why you shall surpass what came before one day.
Did Mythal see this? Is it a prediction?
A hope from a mother to her distant children, no less beloved than any before them.
Oh, wow. I really wanted to hear Kate Mulgrew in this game, but I don't think it's happening. Hey.
That has to be her.
Will this be a conversation with words or knives?
Guess we'll find out.
Why are you so far away?
You are Rook. I have seen you and your companions.
She's
I never
kinda
again
sick.
expected to see my children in the Dreadwolf's crossroads. And you know who I am.
Mythal.
The part of me that survived betrayal by the rest of the Evanuris, if this can be called surviving. Solas. He drew me from the dagger that struck me down, but what is left of me can only survive here. I cannot return to the world, and even the true Fade is denied me. All I can do is watch. Have you come to seek the blessing of your god? Or did you come to ask your god to sacrifice herself to help you defeat the monsters Elganon and Gillenane have become?
Morrigan was right. Talking to you is a waste of time.
You listen to the human and the cowardly echo she carries. Pathetic. You desire the essence of a god and think you deserve it. Then take it if you can!
I'm sick of these dragons. Can we change the age? Can we change the age?
Everyone get ready.
Of course, she had to turn into a dragon.
Okay. 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 Let's go on a date.
Now, what do you have to say for yourself?
Oh.
Did I miss something?
Since we're here to gather flowers for the dead, I thought I'd teach Manfred some plant names. But I just caught him attempting to wade into a rose bush.
Given his coordination, is that so surprising?
He knows the stems are delicate. I can't think what got into him. Oh, Manfred. Whatever will happen to you if I pass on?
If?
Ah, there's something I'd like to talk about. Do you know what a lich is, Rook?
Doesn't ring a bell.
A lich is a mage transformed into one of the undead while retaining their true, original consciousness. The idea fascinated me when I was younger. For years, I researched and experimented, spoke with spirits and mages. Then, eventually, I found them.
Who?
The Lich Lords of the Grand Necropolis. Necromancers before me who'd transformed themselves into true living dead.
Well, not everyone gets to meet their idols.
Oh, but I was nervous. The Liches are the great protectors of the Necropolis, bulwarks against forces that threaten creation. After years of tests and rituals, they granted me my desire, the right to attempt lichdom.
Hold on. If you become a lich, then all this flirting we've been doing...
I should hate to lose your company while I'm still mortal.
What would you being a lich
Weird.
be like?
A vast leap. Flesh cast aside for bone, returned immortal for all time.
Will I be the
So,
skullfucker?
if we keep flirting afterward, you'll be a skeleton.
If we what?
I'm not ruling it out, just asking.
Oh, I'd inform you before making any decisions to... Well, questions of lichdom are... Lichdom is an incredible honor. Immortality, prestige, the most hallowed ranks of the Watchers, as well as a chance to be of service past my allotted years. But there are considerations. Come, we have flowers to gather for the dead.
Okay, but I've got questions.
Yeah. I've got some questions too. What the hell?
Blue creepvine. This will do nicely.
Emmrich, aren't most undead just random spirits inside corpses?
Liches are different. It wouldn't be a spirit acting in my name. My true consciousness would be housed in my departed flesh.
How?
The Order must keep some secrets.
So, he's gonna be a lich. And then I would be
Moon blossoms,
dating him?
famed in verse
Still?
and song.
Smells like perfume. Do liches have a sense of smell?
I've been told that while some of my senses will dull, others will become available. Other than that, I can't say if the flowers would still hold their bloom for me. Lichdom serves a purpose. There are dark things in creation, threats to both our world and the Fade. The Liches of the Necropolis have the insight and the abilities to oppose them.
And you're joining them when?
Certain elements have held me back.
What does that mean? Certain elements.
There's no ready instructions for Lichdom. The steps must be discovered on one's own over years to be fully understood.
Does the spell to become a lich kill you, or do you have to...
No, mercifully, that falls to another watcher. After my death, my soul will be drawn back into my body instead of moving on to whatever lies beyond.
This is crazy. That is not what I expected at all.
So, what's holding you back from Lichdom?
Even with all my preparations, there's a chance I could die permanently during the rites. What cowardice! A promise of immortality, an end to all my fears, and the final veil stays my hand.
I mean, you want to risk it, but like, you're already old.
If you want Lichdom that badly, you have to go for it.
I always thought I'd find the courage when I grew older. Traditionally, candidates for Lichdom face one final sifting of the soul. If they avoid it, you saw my old colleague.
Hezenkos. She's a lich.
A half-lich, though that hasn't diminished her powers. Until I stop her plans, I won't possess the peace of mind for Lichdom.
So we have to stop
her. Why don't you select the next flowers, Rook?
Sure. So what's a half-lich exactly?
Johanna attempted the rites of Lichdom and failed, stuck in her in-between state.
What about the sifting of a soul that Hezenkos avoided?
The spirits of the Necropolis judge whether a candidate is worthy of the power and responsibility of Lichdom.
How'd she become a lich without it?
I shared some knowledge when we were colleagues. She apparently put together more than I knew.
Oh my god.
It would be just like her to skip the rite.
Oh, I
should.
should.
For a watcher, Hezenkos is pretty harsh
sorry.
on spirits.
We made allowances because of her discoveries. Too many. Spirits are not things to be disposed of.
You really care about them?
They're so susceptible to the world's whims, Rook. Some spirits are dangerous, but how quickly most respond to a bit of kindness or care, or simple attempt to understand. For all she's done, I can't condemn Johanna for attempting Lichdom. That freedom from mortality, that divorce from fear, and of course, time to read all of one's books.
Every mage's dream.
But how she's abused her abilities. Are my intentions enough to fare better?
Worrying's a good sign.
We have enough flowers. There's something I'd like to show you.
I have to break it off with them. Now I'm super breaking it off with them. I'm not dating a skeleton man. Come on, let's get going here, buddy.
Here we are.
Oh, so these flowers are for...
Yes. If you could
I told
place
you.
them on the graves, please.
In memory of Rupert and Eleanor of
Told you.
Volcarin. They walk eternity hand in hand.
After I became a watcher, I erected a proper shrine to my parents. When I come to talk, I like to think they listen. Well, don't be shy. Introduce yourself.
Rook, it's a pleasure.
That's crazy.
Do you remember your parents?
Some memories are bright. Others are akin to those dim, early morning dreams one gets sometimes. Lately, I wondered what they'd think of our current course, the choices ahead.
Your lichdom.
What would they have wanted me to be?
Oh man. I'm obviously not committing to him. Whatever you want.
I can tell you what I think they'd want you to be.
What's that?
Happy. You could always speak with your folks, couldn't you?
My parents last saw me as a boy. By the time I mastered my corpse whispering, I was a man. If I woke them, there might be a flash of recognition, or... Besides, if I speak to too many other spirits, Manfred might grow jealous.
Can't have that.
It'd be impossible. I agree.
I feel bad. I feel bad that I rejected him in front of his parents. But also I love Lucanis. So, hey, shoot me, man. I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm nervous.
You found something? About Ilario?
Possibly.
What do you mean, possibly? You have something or you don't?
It's Caterina.
We don't know that for certain.
Tell me.
I've got my eyes on Villa della Morte. One of them brought back one of Caterina's rings.
It had been thrown out with the trash. Ilario would never do that. He'd at least pawn it somewhere.
I think it's a message.
You think Katerina threw the ring away as a message that she's inside the house?
I was thinking that.
Lucanis, you know what that means.
She gave that ring to my mother. It was the mark of her favor. House Velardo killed my parents and sent it back to Caterina to demand she surrender the seat of First Talon. She's alive. Ilario, you idiot.
We need more eyes in the villa to say for certain.
Ilario would tear the city apart searching if he'd lost this. How could she be alive? What is he thinking? How am I supposed to deal with this?
We need to plan a rescue. The sooner we get Caterina out of there, the better.
It could be a trap. We have to deal with Ilario first.
He could still kill her if we move against him. Maker knows what's in his head.
V, you're too pessimistic for your own good. Reason with him, Lucanis.
I thought I had a clear shot at my target. What if I go after him and get Caterina killed?
Yeah.
Help us.
How? What do you need?
He'll listen. He always listens to you. Come.
Okay. On it. On it. On it. On it. On it. Okay. All right. Yes.
What did you do?
Yes, sir.
Is this the Fade? It seems different. It isn't like those fragments of Solas's past in the crossroads either.
Oh my god, he looks good.
Here. Always. Behind locked doors. I can't break through.
All right. Let's go get him.
Why is he here?
I was supposed to have a useful demon, and instead I have a useless abomination. Wonderful!
Hmm. He's not useless.
I know this place. It's the ossuary. The prison we freed Lucanis from.
Oh my god.
No! We've always been here.
Right. It's not the real ossuary, but it doesn't seem like a memory either. Lucanis is in here somewhere, right? He's... what, where they kept his blood?
Yes, go there! But the locks everywhere. I can't touch them.
Why am
How
I
do get
doing
past
this?
the locks? Turn myself into a mouse? Fight a bunch of giant spiders?
It's a prison.
Right. What was I thinking?
Okay, I love that. I love that reference. Very funny. This is kind of like the first time we've been in an actual like fade memory thing. That isn't like Solas's.
Still fighting. Tiresome. There's no point, you know. Nothing awaits you anymore. You're long dead.
Nobody's here.
Oh no. Even if it kills you.
So I'm like in his mind, basically like going through.
From this crucible, a new Teventa shall be cast.
He gave that ring to my mother. It was the mark of her favor. House Velardo killed my parents and sent it to Katerina, so few of us left.
Rock, did you forget our deal? You were to bring my grandson back to me.
I did?
You brought me an abomination. Where is my grandson?
Tenderness and terror, rage and relief. Old stale fear of disappointment.
This is the Fade, so this Katerina is a spirit? Something like that?
No, Lucanis is mine. They won't dare. Thoughts live here. Ideas, feelings.
She's his idea of Katerina then.
Yeah, that's
Katerina,
so sad.
Lucanis is trapped, but I think you're part of his way out. Lucanis thinks he disappointed you. With that chaining him, he can never be free.
Is that what you want? To release a demon?
Lucanis is the one who's trapped by the idea he failed you. But you know he's not to blame.
My poor boy.
Envy is the rarest of all demons. Most challenging to cultivate. The conditions must be perfect.
What if I go after him and get Katerina killed? All I have left. Oh, he's really going through it.
Ah, yes, the crow. You will learn to regret your crimes again.
I shouldn't have let myself fall asleep. This was my mistake. Spite is
The
here.
Venatori.
Harding.
Don't worry, Rook. I've got my eye on the prisoner.
You've conjured up a friendly face, Lucanis. But your real friends and allies need you in the real world.
Rook, are you sure Spite isn't tricking you? What if there's no Lucanis, just the demon?
I love how she's still a voice of
After a year
reason.
in the
Reason.
ossuary, you might believe that. But you're no demon.
Look around. This isn't the mind of a human being, let alone an Antivan crow.
It's still Lucanis.
You're the man you were, Lucanis, even buried in this pain. No demon would punish itself like this.
You really shouldn't trust anything you find in the Fade.
I trust you, Lucanis. And I trust myself to get you home. Let me.
You know that's the kind of attitude that's gonna get you killed, right?
I'll risk it. I have a master assassin on my side. Don't I?
Yeah.
Just be careful.
It sounded like Harding. He did a very good job imagining what Harding would say. Or like trying to convince Rook.
One of
you back, only to lose the other.
If I cannot stay in control, Spite is waiting. Whoa. You'd have to kill me and Spite would die. Oh my god.
Useless. All of this, utterly useless.
Oh my god, is she gonna spell some bullshit about Minrathous?
Hey, Rook. Should you be here? Can't say it's the safest place in the world.
Where's her hat?
Strangeness and charm. Something familiar and foreign at the same time. With a little guilt.
Somehow I thought Lucanus would think of Nev as being more... Tevinter?
Tevinter? People come in three kinds. Family, enemies, contracts.
I hope that's just Spite talking. Nev, you need to let us pass.
You know how he is, Rook. Even if you open the door, Lucanus won't walk through it. This is where he wants to be.
Unfortunately, I'm stubborn.
Well, I'm not leaving until Lucanus is all right. So we might be here a while.
You really think you can help him? You're such a sap, Rook.
I think it's time you stood aside and let me try.
I need to help him.
Promoted from flying vermin.
I was distracted. That cannot happen again. I need to get my head on straight. I'm better than this.
Spirit.
Probably about Gillinan.
Whatever will you become next, I wonder?
I didn't want you to see that again. I'm not this. I cannot be this. This is so sad.
I can't believe it. You're home.
What is he thinking? How am I supposed to deal with this? What have you done? She came after me. She came after Katerina. She will come for you too. Cousin, what about you?
Rook, you're too good to be wasting your time in a place like this. Forget about my cousin. You've got much more important things to worry about, don't you? You've got the weight of the world on your shoulders.
Sharp, jagged edges. Hurt with every breath. Grief and relief. Hope and anger mixed.
Lucanus, you don't owe Ilario a second thought, much less a supporting role.
He put us here.
You've got to leave this be, Rook. You turn my cousin loose, it's only going to cause more grief.
Grief for who?
I think Ilario will be feeling that grief. Right, Lucanus?
You know that Katerina had 5 children? 8 grandchildren, all dead now, except for Lucanus and me. Last time the Grows fought a war of succession, House de la Morte lost everything. Except the seat of First Stalin. This time, we fight ourselves. What will be left then? You think you'll survive? Your friends? Your cause?
Don't let him speak for you.
This scum doesn't get to speak for you, Lucanus. Everything that's happened is his fault.
Yeah.
Is it? Are you sure of that?
Yes.
Do you really think he made a deal with a demon? He's not even a mage. Or do you think maybe he just found the one there already? He'll carry this prison with him forever. And he'll fill it with corpses given time.
We need out.
You don't know the future.
Lucanus, anything could happen. That's no reason to hide in a place that's hurting you, especially when you're needed.
You always have an answer, don't you? Aren't you sure you can live with the consequences?
Whatever they are, Lucanus, I'll be there to help you.
True.
If I were in charge, you wouldn't have to do this anymore.
but we're more like brothers. Katarina took us both in. We're brothers. Is that him? What is this?
What are you doing here, Rook?
I was looking for you.
I had to find you. If anything happened to you, I can't even think about it.
You should go. It's better I stay here than risk losing you.
You see? He breaks our agreement. His mind is still here. He wants to stay here, so he keeps me here!
Mierda! Why would I want to stay? Even in my head, this place is a nightmare.
Right, but it's a nightmare you already defeated. I get it now. As bad as the ossuary was for you, it was better than the alternative.
What alternative?
The ossuary, Zara. You could solve those problems with a blade. But healing again? Living as an abomination? There's no simple answer there. And if you fail, you could hurt the ones you love.
Yeah.
No! This is not... Damn it, Rook! Make him leave!
Yelling at someone who's trying to fix themselves doesn't help, Spite. And
Yeah,
since
fuck
you're
you.
stuck with him, you're only hurting yourself.
True.
Rook, you're right. There has to be a way through this. It's just so much. I cannot see how to begin.
Start small, you and Spite. Figure out a goal you can both agree on, then make it happen.
A contract?
Contracts are for clients. Call this an alliance. But on what terms?
Save Katarina.
Didn't you just learn your grandmother was alive? What are you waiting for? Go rescue her.
That's true.
Fighting crows?
And anyone else that gets in our way. Do we have a deal? We free Katarina together.
Together, we will fight!
Rook, are you all right?
What's the matter with the two of you?
We're both fine.
It's okay. We needed a moment, but I'd say we're ready for anything. How long were we standing here?
Just long enough for it to get awkward. You're sure you're all right?
We're fine, Thea. Don't waste your worry on us. Can I trust the two of you to keep an eye on Ilario? If he starts anything, I want to know about it.
I was going to do that anyway.
You're planning something.
I'm getting Katarina back. But Viago is right. We need more information before we move. Ilario panicked when I came back alive. If he panics again, he could actually kill her this time. We'll only get one chance at this.
That was crazy. Lucanis is so hot. I just can't help but think him.
So hold on. The Blight was the Severed.
Dreams.
Right. Dreams of the Titans. And they were driven mad by imprisonment?
Yep.
How do you wrap your head around that?
The same way you wrap your head around the elven gods talking to mortals as the Tevinter old gods who were really their dragon thralls? Reality is wild. Just go with it.
Yeah, Harding is so funny. Okay, but someone is in need of me.
Oh, great. Is it your turn to cook? What's all this gonna be?
Paella. Well, two of them. One without seafood for Emmrich. And a hazelnut torte for dessert. It pairs well with coffee.
Wait. Did you make dessert just for me?
Oh my god.
There's enough for everyone.
As long as they don't mind having it with my favorite drink.
They won't complain.
Okay. Oh my god, I'm nervous. What's gonna happen? I'm so nervous. Okay.
You didn't have to do anything special for me.
Yes, I did. I still don't know how to apologize for everything. And you...
You made dessert. Just for me.
So true.
It's nothing. Or not enough.
It is. And you are. And
who's in my light?
I'm very easily bribed.
I'll keep that in mind.
Oh my god, a full recipe. Should I make it? Okay, we're in a committed relationship now. That didn't feel like a lot of commitment. I will not lie. He's my personal demon. That's crazy.
The missing dwarves started their patrol here. If we retrace their steps, we'll figure out what happened to them. I hope. This way. And be on your guard. I don't know what we'll find here.
Nothing we cannot handle.
They were definitely here.
This is good. We're headed in the right direction.
This is a beautiful place. Look at that big hand and that big face. Huh. Could that perhaps be one of the Titans? I don't know.
The entrance to the deep roads is through here. Let's go.
Alshrock sign.
I think there's a passage back here. Stand back. I'll move this rock aside.
Oh, did both of them.
Nice place for an ambush.
And it looks like the passage leads down.
Undead? Why are there undead things here?
Thousands have died in the deep roads.
That's not what I asked.
Yeah, what are they up to?
Looks dwarven. It might belong to one of the missing Kalsharok dwarves. Come on, let's try to find a way forward.
Okay.
We should head this way. Harding, if you please.
This rock, it feels... Rook, I think there's someone in there.
Someone in there? Open. Bitch, who are you?
We've got you.
You? It's you?
Yes, it's me, Harding.
But you were... no, it couldn't have been. Oh, my head.
Can you tell us what happened?
We were on patrol. Storgol thought he heard something. Someone weeping, he said. He left to investigate. Never returned. Soon we all started to hear it. The weeping, the whispers. Something took me as I rested. A shadow tinged with red. The last thing I saw before suffocating darkness.
How did you survive in a rock?
That's your question? Right now?
I bet it's a dwarven thing. Children of the stone.
Our philosophers may have an answer.
Is that racist?
But I do not.
Just rest. You're no longer in danger.
Something's still out there.
But it's not after you anymore.
I understand. May the ancestors be with you.
We should keep going. I sense someone else close by.
Be careful. Trust nothing you hear. Trust nothing you see. And thank you, Harding.
Uh-oh.
Stay here. You'll be safe. This isn't all of them. Let's keep going.
Mining gear. Hasn't been used in years, probably.
There's lyrium all through these rocks. I'm not surprised people tried to get at it.
Hmm.
Those scuff marks. That looks like someone was...
drugged.
We have to find them.
And what is going after these people?
There's someone close. I think I can feel them. Keep looking.
Now demons?
He's probably so sick of it. Who's in there? Hello?
I thought I'd die in there. Thank you.
God, who took
Stay
off all your
here,
clothes?
where it's safe.
Look, there's a way through here. Someone else is close by. Come on.
Is this Stalguard? What's his name?
You're safe now.
Harding, what's happening?
It means we're on the right track. Stay here. You'll be safe.
How many doors were on this little trip?
Blocked. Harding, can you...
Oh.
Thanks,
that...
Harding.
That wasn't me, Rook.
Oh.
I didn't move that.
What do you mean?
I knew it.
I don't know what to tell you.
Where are we? We're in the cavity? Which cavity? Oh god.
Don't worry about that later.
I think this is the last one.
Thank God, girl.
Is that... I think that's Stalgard.
Hey, man. Oh. He's drunk.
Lace Harding, you should not have come.
You needed help.
We couldn't just do nothing.
We had to do something once we knew you were in danger.
You are both fools, and I am forever grateful for it.
What happened?
The memory is clouded. I recall a cry in the shadows, and then nothing. I awoke in darkness, pressed against the stone. No room to even breathe. Time lost meaning. There was a voice in my ears murmuring in despair.
Well, I'll never sleep again.
Do you know what it was?
A shade. A rot within the stone.
And it's after me. The only way to stop it is to face it.
Don't. It will consume you.
You, mister, need to rest. I'll handle it. Farther in. That's where the Titan's heart is. That's where I have to go. That's where it ends.
The Titan's heart? Are we in an actual Titan? How do you...
I just know.
Whatever happens, we'll be right here with you.
Thanks. All of you. I'm ready.
She's got her Harding stance. She's ready.
Red lyrium's usually blighted. This isn't that. It's just lyrium that's angry.
Some angry lyrium. Holy fuck.
I see things. Those crystals look like veins.
Over there.
Look at the bone.
That's where I have to go.
Oh wow. Oh wow. Oh wow. Wow, that's amazing.
What? I don't understand.
It, looks like you. All right, everyone, breathe. We can handle this.
Look at me! Don't you remember? They broke us into 1,000,000 pieces, and this is all that's left!
Anger. And pain. My anger and my pain.
You cast me out!
I couldn't bear it. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
They built their world on the wreckage of us. Vengeance is all we have.
Run!
Oh.
What's with Harding?
She'll bring the cabin down. Or worse, we have to get to her.
What's with Harding? Well, a few things with Harding, let me tell you.
We have to go! We're not leaving Harding. We can still get through to her.
Harding! This has to stop! You'll kill us all! Don't you understand what they did? The elves ripped away our dreams so the earth would be still! Why should they thrive while we lie broken and forgotten?
Oh my god, I'm climbing.
Harding! You have to stop, or you'll kill us all! I told you to run! We don't leave people behind.
Oh my god.
Remember all of it. Everything the Evanurus did to the Titans. And now the world will remember.
You're Lace Harding. You're more than this rage. You believe that the world is beautiful, that people are good. Hold on to it. Hold on to who you are.
You took everything from us. And you thought you won. But we're still here. We're different. But we're not gone. We will thrive in spite of you.
That was a bit crazy. A little bit awkward.
Stalgard and the others are returning to Kal Shirak to spread word of what happened. They'll need to be strong in the coming days. We all will.
And I think you've proven your strength.
Me? Oh, I couldn't have done it without you. You can ask me how I'm feeling, you know?
How are you?
I used to worry that I'd lose myself to the Titans. But I wouldn't even be here without them, would I? How could I lose myself when they were always a part of me?
So, what's next for you?
First, we stop the elven gods. And after that, well, one step at a time. See where it takes me.
Trust yourself. I do.
You're just a bottomless well of support, aren't ya?
That's me.
I try.
Oh, and I don't know if I said thank you, so thank you, Rook. I wouldn't be here without you.
Of course. Oh, she's growing like... Staying true to herself, Harding has overcome the wrath of the Titan and has come to terms with her people's past. Your trust and support has helped Harding find confidence in new and old abilities. VEILGUARD's skill unlocked, Heart of the Titan. Harding's affection for her companions makes her an inspiring teammate, capable of lifting everyone's spirits on the battlefield. Heroic armor unlocked, Inquisition spotter. Harding held onto this armor, embroidered symbols into the red sash to represent fellow heroes of the Inquisition. God. Damn. Her room looks so good. It's like so overgrown now though.
No, no. I had to kill a man once who did blood magic on nugs. 100 little pigs with hands came after me. All together in one big writhing ball. Have you ever tried to stab a ball of angry nugs? That was a bad job.
I've got a better one. You know what the Wandering Hills are named for?
Oh my god, they're getting along.
Is a monster. Big heap of red.
Are they drunk?
That crawls around, devouring everything in its path. The damn thing was a hillside.
They're drunk.
A village. You try fighting a hill with a sword sometime.
How did you kill it?
Lamp oil. Everything stank of burnt tentacles for miles after.
You're drinking without me?
If the two of you were going to open a bottle, you might have told me first.
It's not a good bottle.
Might have to pick up a supply. I have a feeling we'll need it. Is anyone else hungry? Maybe I should cook something.
This is so drunk
What about
thoughts.
you, Rook? What's the worst job you've ever been on?
Nevin Harding didn't tell you about our hunt for Solas, then?
They don't tell it the way you would.
He's so
I mean,
cute.
It ended with the elven god of lies in my head. Is that enough to win the worst job contest?
You joining us then?
Fine. I'll cook something, if Rook's staying.
Maybe just for a minute.
No, stay for
Rook's
longer.
story first. Then Lucanis owes me one about this contract on a Bronto.
Mierda. That Bronto.
Oh my god, I love that. That's so fun. I love this game. I love this game. I love this game.